Hey y'all. So this is one of my life hacks. This has saved me so much money over the years because I have a lot of printing that I do, and I'm going to be doing a lot more printing. So I want to show you how to use refillable ink in your printers. You may not print as much as me, but if you do, you really can use this. I just have an issue here because I purchased ink from a new printer. I probably should go. You should always use someone you're familiar with already, but I just didn't know that there were differences that may not work. So I ordered from a new ink printer. Ignore my syringes here that are dirty because I just refilled 2 cartridges. I never usually let my syringes sit, but they're here because I'm doing a video. So I ordered from a company that sent me syringes that look like this. I saw the syringes in the ad, but I assumed that they would work, and they don't, and I'm going to show you why. Under normal circumstances, you would have a syringe that looks like this. Under normal circumstances. And this is what you're going to want to use. I have never purchased a syringe like this that didn't work, and it's very similar to the medical syringe. So this comes apart just like that. As you heard, this section works perfectly. And here's my last cartridge. I've already filled 3 of these cartridges, and I'm praying that they don't destroy my printer, because I feel like if a seller sends me a syringe that doesn't work and a cartridge with the plugs in backwards, this plug is supposed to be here, that plug is supposed to be there, and I've got to like work to get this one out. Actually, this one is not going to be any work like the other 2. So anyway, the syringes are in the wrong place. So I'm hoping that the cartridges are okay. I think worst case scenario is that the codes may not work for the printer and they may not print, in which case I'll be asking for a refund. But you're going to see in just a minute how, oops, hold on. I'm sorry. Yikes. Okay, you'll see in just a minute what I mean. So this is my black ink. I've shaken this up. I'm going to shake it up again. I don't really want a whole bunch of bubbles in there. The bubbles have already settled. I just disturbed them, so hopefully they'll just go right away. We're going to open this up. Now, don't do like I did and get the ink all over your hands. It takes a couple of days to get it off, unless there's some hack that I just haven't found out about. But I'm going to research it this time. So if I find a way, then I'll show you in another video how to get all the ink off your hands. These blue marks are my fingers underneath the gloves. I didn't decide to use the gloves until I got to magenta and yellow. So there you go. Don't do that. Look how much blue that is. See, my fingers are going to be blue. Try going to work with blue fingers. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to show you under normal circumstances how this works. Under normal circumstances, you will pull the color plug and use this type of syringe to add ink to your cartridge. In this case, the plugs are backwards and the syringe doesn't work. Now, I haven't tried this syringe yet, but I've tried 3 of them, and all 3 of them from the other colors don't work. So I am going to assume that this one doesn't work either, and I'm going to show you in real time why I mean that. So with the way this is, with the new ones, I wouldn't be able to get down into the container to suck the ink out. So that's fine. If I have this type of syringe, it doesn't matter. There's a reason why I didn't punch the tops out. Uh-oh. Oh, what in the world? Okay, so this guy. So with these, once you get the ink, when you have that type of syringe, you don't even have to peel the aluminum off the top. You just punch it and then use a syringe to get the ink out. Okay, so I got black on my hands. And this ink mess came from this syringe. So normally I don't even have to wear gloves and I don't make a mess. I'm going to take these off because I'm going to show you how to do the real deal. But I got this ink on my hands trying to work with the new syringe before I realized it just wasn't going to work. So these cups you can buy at Dollar Tree, okay? These little cups. I use these for my epoxy, but I'm going to waste them on this ink right now to show you how to do these non-working syringes in case you just got stuck and got them. You can work with them. I'm just not going to. So pour this ink in here. Okay. And you're going to want to clean your ink off because nobody likes a dirty ink bottle. Except people who are non-OCD. So we can take this syringe that we just got and let's see. Let's hope this one out of all four, this one might work. See, I even got ink on the back. My hands are ashy. Just, yeah. Don't use this thing. It just causes all kind of issues. Okay, so there you go. You're supposed to use it. And as you can see, it's not sucking that out of there. So this syringe is good for the garbage. And that's it. So I'm going to throw that away. I actually will put gloves back on because my hands look horrible. And I shouldn't have been working with ink with this. Should probably also protect my pants. I didn't think about that. I'll make a mess. It's gonna be all over me. I haven't yet, but it'll be just my luck. I'll mess my pants up. Okay, so now we don't even need this with this, but since I already put it out there. Oh, first of all, I need to take these, like I said, under normal circumstances, you should be able to pull this out and fill it, but this is in the wrong place. So I've got to wiggle this one out without punching a hole in it. Wiggle it out. Just stick that in there on the side. See? Very little, and then pull it out. So now, and we're going to put this in a safe place. So now, push this all the way down, stick it in the ink, and push it all the way up. Make sure it stays down in the ink so you don't catch any bubbles. All right, so you got one syringe. We're probably going to have to fill this about 3 times. So we're going to stick it in the middle hole and watch it fill up. That's one. Oh, we'll probably have to fill this up 4 times. That's one. Oop. Bubble. All righty. Going too fast. So that means I caught a bubble in the container there. But before it gets messy, I'm going to clean it off. And I don't like my cartridges to be stained. So, oh, well, that cleaned up pretty good. Otherwise, I would have dipped a cotton ball in alcohol and cleaned it up. But, so that's 2. Looks like I got maybe like 1 more refill in this cup. This one good thing about this, they got it good down to the last drop, even though I didn't need to use that. But there you go, to the garbage. Put this little bit in there and then refill it here. So there you go. Like I said, under normal circumstances, you really wouldn't need the cup until you get close to the bottom. Now this container right here of ink will probably last me a couple of years unless I start really printing some heavy color documents. I print a lot, like way much more than the average person. And these ink bottles I normally buy maybe like the smallest size, and they'll last me a year or two. And I go through reams and reams and reams of paper. But my mother gave me these. That's why I have such large containers. And they'll last me. They'll last me for a while. I don't know how long. This video will be time-stamped, so by the time I get to the end of these, which they started right around here. This is when she gave them to me. By the time I get to them, hopefully I remember to do a video so I can make sure the time, I can give an accurate amount of time that they last based on how many reams of paper I've used. So, yeah, that's a lot of refilling. Alrighty, this is a large cartridge. I wasn't counting, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video to find out how many times I refill this. So you want to get it right there, just below the top. Now I did waste because I got happy and was going too fast, so I'm gonna clean that off. And you want to hold it on the ends like this. If you hold it in the middle, you're gonna squeeze it, and the ink will come out through the top. And like I said, I have a little bit of OCD with certain things, so I'm going to clean this off. Take a cloth, use some alcohol, clean it off. You think my hands wouldn't be dirty, but like I said, selective OCD. All right, that's nice and clean and new looking. So remember these little plugs? And I said you're supposed to be able to just pull them off without maneuvering this thing down in there to get it. You're supposed to be able to pull it off and refill. So I'm going to put them back in the right place. This is not where this came from. They're both the same size, and they're different. They're different types of plugs, but they're the same size plug. And I'm going to put them in the right places. There. So now they're in the right place. When I get ready to refill this again, all I'm going to do is pull this off and then refill it and then press it back in there. Okay. So hopefully these cartridges will not break my printer, because as I said before, any seller that sells you a faulty syringe and cartridges with the plugs in backwards probably does not care about your printer. And I just have to pray that this is going to work and I won't have any issues with my printer. So that's what I'm going to pray. And I'll show you probably in another video, not right now, because it's going to take me a minute to install these printers and align the cartridges. I'll show you in another video what the quality looks like. All right, so these are my refills. These came separate. These came from Ink Out. I haven't used this brand either. Like I said, my mom bought these. I'm usually very careful about what I feed my printers and what cartridges I use in them. But this is what she gave me, so I'm going to use these. And it won't cost me a thing. And if the printer breaks, that won't cost me a thing either, because she bought me the printer. Or no, I'm sorry, she gave me her printer. So I really have nothing to lose. So if this doesn't work and it breaks the printer, then it's all her fault. But that's the end of this video. Normally when I'm done with these syringes, I go straight to the sink and I wash these. And I actually wash them with soap. I just clean them really good and rinse them really good with really hot water. And make sure that I put them back in the same containers. As you can see, this is yellow. These syringe parts, even once you wash them, you'll still see a very small trace of color in them, so you'll know which ones belong to which. But that's the end of this video. It's garbage. And I'll let you know how it works.